In 1996, the average cost of a new house in this country was about $118,000. The average American income per year, about $36,000. A gallon of gas was $1.22, and Independence Day, Twister, and Mission Impossible were top movies in 1996. It was also the last time that a new fire station was built in our city. Station 14, proudly serving the citizens of Northwest Lincoln from 5435 Northwest 1st Street. Put all this into context, we're going to talk about fire stations today. Fast forward to 2018. At a cost of just over $20 million, 4 new fire stations are being built. That includes Station 15, a joint police fire station at 6601 Pine Lake Road. Construction of the 4 stations is being phased over the next couple of years. We focus on fire stations today with Assistant Fire Chief for Lincoln Fire and Rescue, Pat Bohr. Welcome in, Pat.
Neil, thank you. It's a pleasure to be back on your show. It's been a while since I've been here.
It has been a while.
But you've had a lot of good guests in between.
Yes, I have.
Yeah.
And you're one of them. Did I get that right? 4. Now, there are nuances because actual brand new baby stations, there are really 2, correct? 15, 16?
Yeah.
From scratch?
Yep. Yeah, you want to look at it net 2 positive.
There you go.
If you want to look at it that way.
Yeah.
We're building 5 new buildings.
Correct.
But 2 net positive in the end.
People who have lived in Lincoln for fewer than 20 years have never seen a new fire station. We're focusing on the new looks, the new construction, 10, 11, 12, 15, and 16, not necessarily in that order. And you can't launch a project without money. Mm-hmm. Explain from where the money is coming to build and renovate these fire stations with the exception of Station 11.
Okay. Yeah, we'll kind of talk about 2 different projects there. The one project that you mentioned, the 4 stations are part of 10, 12, 15, 16. That is being funded by the quarter-cent tax increase that was approved by the voters, 3 years ago. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
It ends in September.
It ends in September, that's correct. And the project came in under budget, and they will come in on time. And the funding not only provided funding for the stations, but also for our radio system and the 911 center. So all of those are going to come in under budget, being funded by the quarter-cent tax increase that the voters approved a few years ago.
So thank you, voters, very much. Not only do we get some new fire stations out of the deal, we get a brand new radio system that benefits all the emergency services in Lincoln. So we start with the relocation of 11. Small station, which has been home to 3, sometimes 4 firefighters.
Yep, 4 assigned there.
Okay.
3 or 4. Yep, you're right. Yep, it's out in Air Park. Mm-hmm. For all of my career, and I've been with Lincoln Fire almost 30 years. For all of my career, it's been in a building on the west ramp, literally on the west ramp of the airport.
And the Airport Authority would like it back.
And the Airport Authority is expanding. They're growing.
Right.
And they would like it back, and they've asked us to move. And they've been a great host over the years. We appreciate their being our landlord and all of that over the years. They've been great, but they're growing and need the space.
You've looked around, and Northwest 48th and Adams is the new spot for 11.
That's correct. Actually 4600, so just a little bit east of Northwest 48th. That's correct, yep. It is separate from the quarter-cent tax increase project.
Right.
It's a standalone project funded by general fund tax monies. And it actually started a year ago, well underway. It'll be done in the next 4 weeks.
All right. Talking new fire stations today with Assistant Chief Pat Bohr. Lyndon Johnson was president when Station 10 was built in 1965 at 1440 Adams Street. Station 10 is tired, so it's moving. 4421 North 24th?
Yep, that's it. Yep. I should probably advance this a little bit, Dale, and we can see some pictures of some of the stuff we're talking about. So here's a map of the city. The green ones indicate the new buildings. Again, 2 net positive, but 5 new buildings. So we'll have a net total of 16 in the end. Those are the 2 new stations, 15 and 16. 16 to the far right, and then 15 to the bottom right hand corner.
Far right, obviously, to the west. Bottom of your screen to the south.
Yep. Thank you. And those are the 3 relocated stations: 11 in West Lincoln, 10 in North Lincoln, and 12 in Southeast Lincoln. So those are there. So you've brought us to Station 10. Currently, Station 10 is located at, as you said, over on Adams, and it is moving north to that location there at 4421 North 24th. And here's a couple of pictures. You mentioned it was built when?
1965.
1965, so that's it right there. It has served its purpose well, and we will, when we're done with it, when we move out, we'll probably sell it. But the building is old, it's tired, it has some foundation issues, and so not only will we be able to provide better service on North 21st Street, but we'll be in a better building because this one is old and it's tired. This is what the new building will look like.
Station 10.
That's what it will look like. They are beautiful stations. The architect, Davis Design here in Lincoln, has done a wonderful job of selecting materials and colors of materials that will fit very nicely into the neighborhood.
Look at the quarters, just the scale of things is what I'm noticing, Pat. The
Yes.
scale of the old
Yes.
Station 10.
Yes.
You've got a couple of,
Yeah.
that's a one level.
Yep.
It's a ranch style
The
fireplace,
ranch style.
folks.
And this is a one level too. The bays that you see that look like a two-story are actually an elevated ceiling. So we've designed into this building some training spaces. So in the upper part of that bay area, we can do technical rescue training, some features that I'll talk about in a little bit. But that's the reason you get that two-story appearance over the apparatus bays.
You mentioned that Station 10 had foundation issues. All stations have some type of issue or some type of age-related.
Age-related problem. You are
Yes,
correct. Yes.
yes.
May not be a foundation issue, but all have age-related because they're old. Yeah.
So that's Station 10, old
Station
Station
10.
10, new Station 10. Again, I'm having fun with this reference, this historical reference of things. A gallon of gas was 44 cents a gallon when Station 12 was built. 1975, harken back to where you were in 75. Station 12 near 84th and South. There's a water tower there too, some vacant space off to the south,
Off to the south.
I believe.
Yeah.
But it's too small and it's moving.
Yeah, let me show you a picture of that one. So here first is a map to kind of give you an idea where it's currently located, 84th and South, as you indicated, Dale. It's moving straight south, staying on 84th Street, but just south of Pioneers. So again, we're serving that, still going to serve that area of the city very well from either location, but with the funding provided, we're going to be able to get a new facility to work out of. So here's the old one. This was built in an era where when they thought that the fire station should look like a residence, fit into the neighborhood, and it really didn't work out operationally. For
a
example,
single bay.
a single bay,
Just a single bay.
a single bay. And Dale, you've been here. The fire engine barely fits on the sides, barely fits over the top, and doesn't incorporate any of the training features that we design into buildings today. Was built in an era where we have dormitory-style bedrooms, and today we have men and women working in our department. So we need to provide those kinds of accommodations. But here's the old one, and here's the new one. The floor plan we've really used over and over again, but the architect again did a nice job of changing the colors to fit the neighborhood. So you see a lot of the same look in terms of size, but you see different colors. We tried to incorporate the red outline of the garage doors as an iconic symbol of a fire station, trying to establish that symbolism here in Lincoln.
You mentioned that Station 12 was built in that residential look. Nowadays, the thinking is you'd like a fire station to stand out. You want it to be noticed.
Yes, exactly. Not only are our stations a point of service to the community, but they're also safe homes. And so we want people to know where they are. We want people to, if they need shelter or safety, they can come to the station, we can provide it. So we want it to stand out.
Explain why these new stations are going where they are. Why they are moving north, south, east, west.
About 5 or 6 years ago, we did a study called the Fire Station Optimization Study. And in this study, we looked at all of our facilities to see if they were in the right location. Because as time has gone on, and as what we realize today is, you can't provide good service unless it's timely service. And so we wanted to see if all of the stations were in the right location. And we discovered that most of them are. With the exception of 11, we needed to move it out. With the exception of 10 and 12, we needed to move them just a little bit. And then we needed to add a couple, but when we get done and we have 16 stations, we'll be able to serve thousands of more citizens in Lincoln in a timely manner than we do today. So that's huge, adding that many residents to timely service than what we do today.
Now put it into scale. Think of how big Lincoln has grown since '96. The last station built in '96, 22 years.
22 years, 50-some thousand
Right.
people. Yeah, the size of Grand Island. We use that analogy, that comparison. The size of Grand Island, they have 20, 30 firefighters and 2 or 3 stations, and so yeah, it's been a while. Yep.
All right, now the new ones.
All right,
We get to
okay.
talk about the new ones.
Yes.
Station 15,
Yes.
6601 Pine Lake Road.
Okay, so we'll look at the map first. It's down there on just west of 70th and Pine Lake Road, and the Home Depot's over there. People recognize that area. Our Pylock Humane Society is over there, so that's kind of the general area we're talking about. That road is now under development, and there's going to be a big roundabout at 70th and Pine Lake Road. You can't travel there right now; it's closed again for redevelopment. But we planned this. We worked with the Public Works Department so that we would close the road, and they would build the road and build the station at the same time. So they're both done at the same time next year. So it was really a planning effort on all of our parts. So that's where it's going to be located. This is a concept drawing of the new station. This is unique in the fact that it's going to be our first joint facility. It's going to be both a police station and a fire station. So when viewers and listeners think about police stations, they could picture 27th and Holdridge. There's a police station there. They could think about 49th and Huntington. There's a station. There's a police station there. But this will be the first joint venture between us, and it'll be a full police station just like those, and it'll be a full fire station as well. So it's a large building. It's one story, but it's over 20,000 square feet to accommodate 30 police officers and up to 10 firefighters.
Construction time frame, where are you on
They've
this
broken
one?
ground, and we expect them to begin to pour footings within the month. So.
Station 16, still looking to buy land?
Still looking.
What's the phase for
Station
16
is, the history behind this one is interesting. We started, when we did the optimization study, again, 5-6 years ago probably, we determined that the location we wanted to be in was 84th and Holdridge. And in the last 5 years, the city has grown so much that we've reevaluated where we need to have that station, and it actually with the annexations last year and the newly developed comp plan from the planning department, it shows that the city is going to grow more in the O.A. Street area than the Holdridge Street area. So we actually are now looking at land in the 98th and O Street area rather than 84th and Holdridge. We actually have been talking with owners, and we're very close to an agreement. I don't want to tell you right now that it's signed because I don't have it signed yet, but it's very close. Yeah.
A little bit off topic, but still worth discussing, and that is all the new equipment.
Yes.
The new engines, the new trucks.
Yes.
I smile every time I see a new rig go down the street. It is so different compared to some of the other tired ones that we've seen on the street.
Well, you know the status of our fleet probably as well as anyone, and it takes a year to build a new fire engine or a new fire truck, a little longer than that actually. And we've been given some funding. We've been appropriated some funding here recently, so we're building one right as we speak. But it won't be done until after 15 opens. We're going to open Station 15 with one of those older fire engines. But we're very, very much looking forward to the fact that when we get this new one, we can put it in there and use it there, because the old ones are tired, and they really need to be, by the national standard we use, it should be replaced.
So thanks to Kendall Warnock
Yes.
in logistics for keeping those machines
on the road and
street.
running. Yep, absolutely.
And it's fun, Pat, to see how neighborhoods turn out when a new rig rolls in, when it's time to back it in, ceremony that goes along with that. There's such neighborhood pride. And for these new neighborhoods that are getting new machines, new stations, that'll be fun for them to get out and support those new stations.
You know, you're gonna be the first to hear this, but we're gonna break this on your show, okay? So we're gonna do a ribbon cutting at Station 15 for all the neighbors to come out and be a part of it. The ribbon cutting is not going to be a typical ribbon cutting. We're going to take some fire hoses, we're going to bring them close together, and we're going to take some handcuffs from the police department and join the two ends of the hose together by handcuffs. And then we're going to unlock the handcuffs, and that will be the ceremonial ribbon cutting. So everybody gets to hear it first on your show, okay?
Combining fire and police.
And police and fire, yep.
That's a good
To do a
idea.
kind of a non-typical ribbon cutting.
Show up for that one, folks. That is 6601 Pine Lake Road. About when do you think?
About
If you
a
had
year
to-
from now.
Okay.
Look for it. It'll be around this time next year.
Okay.
Yeah.
Good.
Yeah.
Thank you, Pat.
Yeah.
Very
You're
much
welcome. It's
for
always a
updating
pleasure
us.
being on your show.
It's really exciting, the things that are going on inside Lincoln Fire and Rescue, whether it's equipment, whether it's personnel, new hirings going on, always looking for new paramedic firefighters.
We're going to interview. We've already started the interview process. We'll finish that up in the next couple of months. We have a number of them. We're really hoping to get a dozen good ones.
Source of pride, everybody. Lincoln Fire and Rescue. Thanks a lot for watching today.